allow me to introduce Olga Dombrovsky, co-founder of Drought Analytics. Yeah, and here the name itself already reveals in which field the startup is active. The stage is yours.
Yeah, we are going water bankrupt. By the end of this century, European farmers will face up to 65 billion euro in crop damages due to droughts every year. We are Drought Analytics, and we want to bring this number down by predicting droughts and protecting crops. Because farmers need to be able to take better water decisions today for tomorrow. And this is why we joined our expertises in remote sensing, in modeling, and in in-field sensors from Research Center Jülich to produce the most precise drought predictions across scales. Because, so like this, we can answer very critical questions for the farmer. When do I have to irrigate my field, and what does my crop exactly need? Am I in risk for a drought this season? This helps to reduce costs for energy and water, and obviously ensures high yield quality. So using the drought pilot is easy. The farmer simply installs our soil moisture sensors in their field, and they watch the app for irrigation or drought alerts. And in the back, we smartly combine the collected data with weather predictions, and we feed them into our advanced physics-based hydrological models. This plant is also maybe suffering some stress at the moment. Combine them with our models to produce precise predictions for the field, for the region, but also for days to months in advance. We sell our sensors for 450 to 1,100 euros, and our subscriptions for predictions start from 300 euros a year. This way, we want to reach 800 customers by 2028 to reach our break-even. We're moving on the precision agricultural market in the EU. It's currently valued at around 2 billion euros, and we're focusing in on the irrigation-ready sector, so farmers that produce high-value, irrigation-intensive crops, and we want to reach 2 to 3 million in revenue by the end of 2030. We look ahead where others stay behind. So sensor producers and satellite data providers, they only look at what's happening in the present, and weather services, they only know what's happening above the surface. But what really matters lies underneath the soil, and this is why we look into the soil and into the future to be one step ahead. We spent the past 18 plus months validating and prototyping our products, instrumented 20 fields and worked with different pilot farms, and now generated our first paying customers, so they're already using the drought pilot today to increase and improve their irrigation decisions. But we want to increase our visibility, so we're working together with agri-insurances, advisors, and municipalities to increase traction. And we want to work with you if you want to tackle water availability in your region and increase drought resilience. So come and talk to us. Thank you very much.
Oh, no. Wow, you already convinced and impressed the plant, I guess.
Was blown away.
I won't touch it better. Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much. My question, how is the resolution? Does every farmer need one per hectare, per field, or one per farm?
Yeah, so the amount of soil moisture sensors, I am imagining,
yes,
right?
what you are selling, yes.
Yeah, because we sell the models and the sensors. So it very much depends on the field exactly. We usually have a look at the field first to see if it's very heterogeneous or not, and depending on how big the field is. So if it's a smaller, fairly homogeneous field, we put 1 or 2 sensors. If it's very heterogeneous, you might want to put a couple of sensors to represent the heterogeneous conditions. But also sometimes it's about, do you want to focus on the weakest part of your field, basically, or on the best one? So it's a bit of a question also what the farmer wants and how we see the fields.
And the SAS is per one device or for one customer?
No, so it's kind of like a little package, so you can model up to 5 fields with the first prescription model, the 300 euro per year, and then the price goes up depending on how many fields you want to model. And yeah, so then we model like a whole year this season for the crop.
Thank you.
Is your product ready for many different geographies, for different kind of soils, for different crops?
Mm-hmm. So in theory, yes, so the model can work with any soil type. I mean, we use global soil data, so we could apply this in every region. For the moment, the weather data that we're using are German or European, but we can use just different weather data if we get customers in different countries. Crop-wise, the crops currently are parameterized more towards like the European, Central European region, but we can definitely adjust parameters to be able to represent like worldwide crops.
Can you tell us the benefits compared to other methods, again, like satellites, drones, and others, to actually view the soil from above?
Yeah. Yeah, so we have one satellite specialist in our team, so he knows very well the benefits, but also the limits of satellite data. So it's really tricky to actually get to the root zone if you only use satellite data. You can observe the surface, but you can never really get below. So in our opinion, it's still necessary to really have in-field sensors so you can actually go into the root zone and know exactly what's happening there. And we want to use satellite data at some point to inform also the heterogeneity of the field a bit better, but to really get into the soil, the sensors are really informative. Yeah, and the modeling, I mean, so we're also resolving the whole soil water column with the model. In itself, it can also be used like as a standalone solution, but the sensors are kind of adding precision for the forecast.
Can you also tell us a bit more about your current funding status and your funding strategy and your runway?
Yes. So we've been funded through EFRE Startup NRW for the past 1.5 years. It's currently running out, and now we're in Gründungsstipendium and also with what is it? I forgot the name. Wandeldarlehen from the NRW Bank. Yeah, so this is going to carry us kind of for a good year, and now we're trying to like get some traction and then see where to go next.
Thank you so much. If there are no other questions, we are through. Perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah, then a big applause for all the 3 startups.